I'm going to read you the official story from CNN here. Okay. Yes, I know it's CNN. Stop. Don't give me grief. Okay. Speaking to journalists. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Here we go. Controversial internet personality Andrew Tate and his brother were Tristan Tate. Can you be accurate, please? Were ordered to be detained for a month on Friday as prosecutors pursued claims of human trafficking and rape. Okay. Those are the two claims. They're detained. Did you get that? They are detained. So what that means is that there haven't been any charges filed against them. They are not arrested for a crime. They are being detained at this point. And apparently in Romania, they can do that for 30 days. I don't know if it's an international thing. I don't know if it's a Romanian thing, but there you have it. Authorities in Romania said police served search warrants on Thursday at five homes, and took 4 suspects into custody, 2 Britons and 2 Romanians, as part of the investigation. The 2 Britons, of course, were Andrew and them. Let's see. Hold on, Sammy. Thanks, Sam. Stay on top of the super chats for me, if you would. Okay, so let's keep going. Romanian Directorate for Investigation, Organized Crime and Terrorism, that is DIICOT. So from here on, I'm going to call it DICOT. Said the 4 suspects had been detained for an initial 24 hours. A Bucharest court accepted an application by DICOT to hold Tate and his brother Tristan in custody for a further 30 days. Their lawyer, Eugen Vidniak, said on Friday. Okay, so that's a statement. Speaking to journalists outside the court, Vidniak said, I hope I'm saying his name right, said the decision would be appealed. From our perspective, there are no grounds for taking the most drastic preventive measures provided by Criminal Procedure Code, he added, according to Reuters. DICOT alleged that the 4 suspects formed an organized criminal group that stretched from Romania to Britain and the United States for the purpose of committing the crime of human trafficking. All right, so that's charge number 1. We got to keep that in your head, okay? The authorities allege that 2 of the suspects misled victims into believing that they intended to enter into a marriage cohabitation relationship while transporting victims to Romania and later sexually exploiting them with physical violence and coercion. Authorities also said one of the suspects raped a victim on 2 separate occasions in March 2022. At least 6 victims were allegedly sexually exploited by the the organized criminal group, the DICOT statement said. On Thursday, DICOT released an edited, grainy, sometimes out of focus video, which I just showed, purportedly showing the raids. A man can be seen patted down by police. It's unclear who is being detained in the video. That's important. In a separate video aired on CNN affiliate Antenna 3, Antenna 3, officers from the crime agency can be seen escorting Andrew and Tristan into police vehicles. On Friday, Andrew Tate tweeted from his verified account, The Matrix sent their agents. Now remember, that's probably either a preset scheduled tweet, or somebody else has his account. I'm fairly certain he doesn't have his phone. The last time, by the way, I should point this out. The last time I actually personally spoke, or had some personal contact with Andrew, was on Christmas night. And we were just saying, hey, it's Pleasant Streets. Hey, Merry Christmas. How are the kids? Blah, blah, blah. That's the last time I talked to him. And I'm pretty sure that's probably the last time Justin talked to him too. It might have been after that. Who knows? So I know as of Christmas night, or as of Christmas, Andrew was still free and still doing whatever he's doing. So that was the last connect that I had with him. Let's keep going here. Andrew, a former professional kickboxer, here we go, is known for his viral rants online about male dominance, female submission, and wealth. He openly advocates violence against women, yada, yada. Okay. It's previously been banned from every social media platform until Elon Musk reinstated his Twitter account after taking over the company. He rose in prominence earlier this year, with many adults, including school teachers, voicing alarm about his misogynistic ideas taking root in the minds of countless young boys. That, by the way, was the intended topic for that daytime talk show that I was on. Before it was taken down, his TikTok account racked up 11.6 billion views. Did it? Because I was told, and now maybe you guys can clarify this for me, because I was told that he didn't even have a TikTok account. Like they banned him from having one, but he didn't have one. I mean, I had 100. There's probably hundreds of like clone accounts, but I don't believe he had his own TikTok at that time. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, he made headlines this week for a Twitter interaction with Swedish climate activist Greta Thunberg, who, by the way, let's see. We can't go without. How dare you? Can't go without the soundboard here. Who told Tate to get a life after he tweeted about his numerous cars and their respective enormous emissions. There was speculation online that authorities were alerted to Tate's presence in Romania by the appearance of a particular pizza box in one of the photos he posted in his spat with Thunberg. But according to Reuters, can we please cut the shit? Okay, so here we go. This is the cut the shit portion of this show. According to Reuters, a spokesperson for DICOT said pizza boxes did not play a role in the detentions. Okay, can we? That's if Reuters and CNN of all news sources is reporting this, cut the shit, please. Can we please cut the shit about Greta Thunberg? All right. And I thought it was funny because that was the first thing people piled on. Hey, it was Greta that took him down. I can't believe it. All right. Please cut the shit. Okay. All right. So there's your other rumor control. It was not her. And I was going to say, it's kind of like when I saw this, I go, okay, that's bullshit, because I'm like they don't care about that. Like pizza. Oh, it's the pizza box thing, right? Oh, let's see if we can do the Illuminati Masonic temple. What is it? Hand signals, right? Stop reading shit into this, please. Like that, you're not helping anybody by yeah, exactly. Greta is not retarded. She's autistic. Let's be a little more accurate here. She's functionally autistic and has handlers as well. So keep that in mind as we continue through here. Now, I thought it was interesting because that's the first thing people piled on with. They wanted to say, "Oh, it was Greta that took her down. I can't believe it. It's Pizzagate, right?" Yes. Hold on.
Tell these bitches to go to hell.
Yes, tell Greta Thunberg to go to hell. Okay. It was not Greta Thunberg. Okay. Okay. So let's backtrack a little bit. We want to get a timeline here for you guys. Now, as you know, they have been detained before, and I had thought that maybe this was just the second act 2 of the detention. And technically, I guess it kind of is, but they're just holding them for a lot longer now. Fetal alcohol syndrome. Yes, most definitely fetal alcohol syndrome. So when they were detained, it was April of last year. I want to say it was like mid-April, April 20th, 22nd, somewhere around there. And they were detained for 5 hours. And of course, they bounced back from it, and they were able to really spin that in a different way, in a different light. Now, in light of what's happened now, if we go back and we look at what happened in April, we can see that there's sort of a method to the madness now. So all these guys who want to say that they know what's going on or they think they do, I'll tell you, man, I love you, Jeremy, from the quartering, but like, can you like at least like strive for a little bit of accuracy? Tim Pool, please strive for a little bit of accuracy. Anybody at Valuetainment, strive for a little bit of accuracy in all of this. I know you want to pretend like you're factually based and you're objective and everything else. Great, but at least have multiple sources of information before you start mouthing off about stuff. What happened in April was a detention. And it was that point where they had a complaint by a girl that was, I believe they were trying to recruit or whatever for cam girling. It is common knowledge. It is out in the open. It's the worst held secret by the Tates is that's how they made their money, is through cam girls. That's one way. There's other ways that they make money as well. Hustlers University, obviously. They've made quite a bit of money off of that, especially recently, since right around like about halfway through last year, to the point where they're making quite a bit of money. I have explained on several different shows, this one included, how Andrew Tate sort of rose to prominence as far as his marketing was concerned. And he I think probably he was a victim of his own success, if I'm honest, because it catapulted him into like being a public name. And So when he's on TikTok, he basically owns social media for probably about 5 or 6, about 5, at least 5, at the very least 5 months. You could not start a new YouTube account without having one of your impressions or one of the suggested videos be an Andrew Tate video. So we're talking about shorts, we're talking about reels, we're talking about TikTok, we're talking about clips, we're talking about like full length stuff. Hell, they were clipping the shows from Fresh and Fit when I was on there with Justin and Sterling, right? And so because of the affiliate marketing, I've got to be careful and say it's not multi-level marketing because that's too 80s or 90s or whatever, I guess. But because of that, it catapulted them into the public eye. All right. Well, now he's on Piers Morgan. Now he was just on Pearly Things with of all people, Brittany Renner. Just on there, and hell, I mean, I was being sort of punked by the producers of a certain daytime talk show to see if I could get him to come on the show or at least be on via live remote. I can only do what I can do, and that was when he converted to Islam, and a lot of stuff was going on at that time. I already pretty much knew the answer before I even asked the question, but I, just out of courtesy, I asked. But he was a household name, and will probably continue to be a household name for quite some time. But he went from that one raid in April to being canceled in August to being picked up again right before the end of the year. That's important. I think people need to really sort of like, why now? Why not before? Prior to being canceled or prior to being picked up in April, it was 1 girl. Now, as I just read the news to you, it's 6. So a lot of people are saying that this is possibly a setup. I'm not going to rule that out. I want to sort of cover all my bases and be as factual as I possibly can be here. I would not rule that out, that this is a setup of some sort. The convictions the detentions for terrorist organization, which, by the way, I'll read you that line here in just a second. Organized crime. Now, the organization, I don't know this for certain, but I can probably guess that the organization they're talking about is the Inner Circle of Hustlers University. It is, because what else? Where else is it? United States, Britain, and Romania, because that's where they're at. So that might be something that they're trying to sort of like snowball into something, whether like I know what Hustlers University is. You guys probably know what Hustlers University are too. Yes, I know that they're corrupt. Thank you very much. Yes, we understand. We got you, bro. I got you, fam. They are corrupt. We know that. However, the facts remain. This is what I'm saying is this is me speculating and me spitballing right here. Okay. From April to where we're at right now, we've had an increase of at least 5 other girls. So now there are 6 girls since then. After the April incident, in fact, again, I'm just reporting the news. I just work here. They report that they continued the investigation for the following 8 months after that, so to the point where they picked them up right now. My guess is that they got enough girls to say, will you testify? Will you, can we take your, do you want to file charges against these guys? And enough of them said yes, that they could go in there, get an arrest warrant, and go and do what they did. And that's where they're at right now. My speculation is that they're using this pretense to look for other things, to go fishing. And again, I don't have any confirmation from any of my sources, but I believe that they're looking for something that they can paste on them that's more serious than any of these charges at this point, which are pretty serious charges. But I think that most likely, like people were comparing this to the Julian Assange thing. Like they wanted to just get him with a sex trafficking charge, or they wanted to get him with a rape charge. They wanted to get, like, was it Julian Assange? I think it was sexual assault. And to avoid extradition, he went to Ecuador. Yeah, Ecuador, and then back to Britain. I believe Julian Assange is now in custody in the U.S. I'm pretty sure. I don't know where that's going right now, but I do know that he went to Ecuador to seek political asylum. Right. I also know this, and I mentioned this 2 shows ago, that Dubai has a non-extradition treaty. So it means that if you're in Dubai, there's no way that they're going to allow you to be taken from that country. They'll handle their own, essentially. And we all know the history of the Tates in Dubai. It's not, again, public knowledge. It's on Instagram. They're in, traditionally, I don't even know what to call the outfits, and the headgear and everything else for Dubai. They have been, at the very least, they've been there for months on end, from February through the end of March. And that is them trying to establish residency in Dubai because they really like Dubai. And they've done, yacht parties, and they've done meetups and everything else. It's all over the Hustlers University Instagram. What is it? Riding jet skis in the Sea of Oman in flying suits. So, I mean, it's right there. I'm just pointing it out. So they have an affinity with Dubai for sure. In fact, I'll tell you something really funny. Is I jokingly asked I think it was Justin and Tom had gone out there with them, and I think it was in February of last year. And I said, hey, get me an oud while you're out there. Actually, it was Dr. Red Pill got me the oud. But they were spending that much time when they were there. I'm like, well, if you got time to kill, please, go pick me up something. Dude. Yeah. Got it. Thank you. I think this is pretty much common knowledge, right? Tate's dad was a grandmaster at chess, right? Okay. Is he playing chess? Is he playing 4D chess and everybody else is playing checkers? We're going to find out very soon. However, again, I just work here. I'm going to report the news a little bit more here. Let me see if I can give you a little bit more. This is, where did I pull this from? This is off of Benchwarmers, but the controversial online troll. Notice the narrative here. The online troll Andrew Tate has been arrested for what we don't know, but we guess it's to do with his argument with Swedish environmentalist Greta Thunberg. Guys, Benchwarmers, please stop. Cut the shit, please. Yesterday on Twitter, online bullying of a teenager, or could it be made up and another way to get some press? Okay, this is just horseshit. That was for, I want to throw, that was actually, I was supposed to put that in. Sorry. I timed that wrong. I was going to put that in with the Greta Thunberg thing, but I think it's interesting that people who know nothing about what's going on over there, they're suddenly experts about it. Right. And I think that when serious shit like this comes down, you got to look at the sources, and you got to look at, and then, by the way, not just look at the sources, but make a mental note of what's going on right now and who's scattering and who's not scattering. It's the I told you, I told you so, that kind of stuff. They're going to see that. I expect that from certain sources, but watch for the guys, watch for the people who were on board with Tate, and they wanted a gravy train Tate, and they wanted to be on the bandwagon kind of thing. And look where they go now, because it's important for you to understand this here, because what I was predicting on Rule Zero yesterday has everything to do with what's going on with Andrew right now. That's why I titled it The End. Was it the end, right, of the manosphere? No, I don't think so, but I think that the interest in the manosphere is going to definitely be something that is going to be a liability, and mea culpa, I will probably be on that list too. So other things that are going on, I'm going to read you the other, let's see, this is garbage. I tell you, I was trying to find some accurate information here. And again, like I keep telling you guys give me grief. Like, I get so much shit from people in comments and stuff. Oh, you say it's all about accuracy. You're just hating on Pearl. You're just hating on Hafiz. You're just hating on, insert the name of whoever you're fanning for, right? No, I'm asking you for some fucking accuracy for stuff like this. So when this comes out, that the standard is already there, so that you're not all jumping off half cocked. All right. So where's the other one? Let's see. This is off the Mirror. Police raid video showing the inside of Andrew Tate's villa captures guns, swords, and wads of cash following his arrest. Now, that's important. Keep that in mind. Former kickboxing world champion Tate 36, was one of the 4 people arrested on Thursday. Now, by the way, the 4 people who were arrested were Andrew, Tristan, a Romanian ex-police officer, female, and I don't know who the 4th was. I know that one of the 4th one was released. They held those 3. They held Andrew, the police officer, the female police officer, and Tristan. So I don't know how the female Romanian ex-police officer fits into this narrative. I don't know who she is, and I'll just give you this right now. According to my sources, nobody else knows who she is. So I don't know why she's sort of in the midst of all of this right now. Okay, here you go. The domain host for The Real World, aka Hustlers University, had the platform removed twice yesterday. It's back up now, but that's crazy. I'm a member, by the way. Okay, cool. Excellent. Good for you. Thank you for letting us know that. I'm going to say, if you guys have some sort of and I know guys in Hustlers University because I have contact with them via Instagram, via DMs and everything. Hell, half of them have my number. If you have something that you think that I can put out here and sort of, be as factual and objective as I can, I'm more than happy to take that and disseminate that. So please, if you know something, please get to me.